we apply under 3 documents. The first, Royal Albert Market Shop Rentals Tariff. We have a flash drive that contains the market register. And the daily roster from just the Royal Albert Market Shop Rental Tariff and the flash drive that has the market register in it, to be admitted to evidence and marked accordingly. Yes,
The Royal Albert Market sub-rentals tariff and a flash drive containing the register for the market. These two, the sub-rental tariffs and the flash drive, are admitted in evidence as exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MG/003.
as the commission places. Now, Mr. John, what is your relationship with the cashier? That is Umi Jai. She still works for country?
Nena Umi Jai, Lobo Wagon, when I lost her to Nam Gilly country billy.
What the Mugeli country billy, why you could transfer to records?
Yes, she's still working for council, but she has been transferred to records.
Since when?
In Adipikai?
Since in, I think, 2021.
I think it's since 2021.
Do you know the reason?
Nena Mahamaruta.
Reason be my little on Fufu.
The reason is that what had happened there.
So that managerial decision.
What happened?
Suppression more for amount.
There was a suppression.
What kind of suppression?
And I got for some suppression.
Revenue from council.
From council.
Now, who is the new cashier?
Ninalegi Kanwa cashier has been.
As of now, we find 2 cashiers.
Now we have 2 cashiers.
Because of that we have one more new is for 2 cashiers, Yasin Jom and Hadija Tujuf.
Now they brought Yasin John and Hadija Tujuf due to the fact that what had happened there that caused them to bring 2 cashiers together.
Now, in the market, you have a cashier that is stationed in the market?
Nena simar sebi am gafa cashier, ngam ne ko simar sebi lane.
Wow, structure we no longer multiple structure.
Yes, that was the structure.
And from 2018 to 2023, you have a cashier in the market that will collect the revenue from the daily operators.
Nena joge ko 2018 to 2023 pourtant fa mel ni si marché bi am nga fa cashier boppa fi nga xam ne kooku moo dee jël xaalis bi nga xam ne collecteur si yooyu lañ jël
Wow.
jënd si
Wow.
yes
Now, you pay to the cashier. In your statement on the second page, you had mentioned an issue of a tracking system.
nee na yow yaa de yow si cashier bi nga dee fay nee na waaye soo seetee si sa statement bi de am na kàddu bi nga xam ne wax nga fa foofu ne am ngeen foofu lu ñuy wax tracking system
Which you initiated
bi nga xam ne yow sa boppa yaa ko fa def
to monitor the banking
pour nga mun a
of the cash.
mun a monitor xaalis bi nga xam ne boobu lañ dee yóbbu si banque
Is that so?
nee na ndaa loolu la
Wow, lulu am na te man ko isuwale sa.
yes that is something that happened and I came along with it
Okay, please explain to us the tracking system, and then you may provide us with the documents that you have
nee na
in relation to that.
léegi nga wax ñu sa tracking system bi ni nga ko defaree ba pare soo paree si loolu booba nga dal di dugal carte bi ñu seet carte bi nga amee
Okay, okay, the lum indicate.
the documents or the paper that what they indicate
Collection date bi bés biñ ko collect revenue bi.
the revenue collected date
Bés biñ ko deposit ci banque bi.
and the day it has been deposited to the bank
Su fekkee daily la amount bi.
if at all it is daily the amount
Su fekkee monthly la amount bi.
if at all it is a month collection the amount
Ak total collection bu mu bank.
and the total collection that have been banked
Loolu mooy woon data bi day by day.
that was the data for day by day
Now, so okay, the cashier is under you.
then a cashier si saral na nekk
It's under both me and the director of finance.
both myself and the director of finance
I understand that finance is ultimately your boss. All of
nee na
you.
moom leer na parce que xam naa ne director of finance boobu automatically sa boss la
And the boss of the cashier who also ever works in the finance department.
nee na ak tamit nekk na boss yi cashier képp koo xam ne mu ngi liggéey si finance
Because the reason why I asked
nee na soo gisee mu laajte la
is that it will appear that the cashier will just collect money from you and then be answerable directly to maybe the finance director.
nee na soo gisee mu laajte la mooy cashier bi mun na nekk yow soo ko joxee xaalis su jotee xaalis si sa loxo mun na moom tamit mu dem uyu wala mu dem directly si finance director
Or finance manager.
Yeah.
or finance manager
Why, sorry, dafa am foo miss.
I have something that I miss
Moom. Or si statement bi. Wala si statement bi. Parce que man du ma dee fay cashier bi. Man du ma dee amee cash. Buy fay cashier bi.
I don't pay to the cashier and I normally don't have cash
No, I did not say that.
nee na moom waxut loolu de
I want to know,
moo ne moom lu mu bëgg a xam mooy
to have it very clear,
pour mu leer
that the cashier is answerable to you while
that-
working in the market.
nee na bi nga nekkee di wala soo nekkee di liggéey si marché bi cashier bi nga xam ne moo fa nekk kooku lu muy wax mooy cashier bi mu ngi si saroon
Waaw.
yes
Because that will be the only reason as to how you will be able to monitor the monies that are collected and banked.
nee na lii mu loolu rek moo mun a tax yow nga mun a monitor xaalis bi nga xam ne jotu ngeen ko ak xaalis bi nga xam ne dugal ngeen ko si banque
Waaw loolu mooy dëgg parce que saa yu demee banque moom su ñëwee.
yes that is the truth because anytime she go to the bank whenever she's back
dafa am pour jox ma deposit slip si.
she do give me the deposit slips
Ma post ko.
and I post them
Après ma delloo ko ko.
and after I return them to the doctor
Su ko defee moom mu file ko post ko si cash book sami.
then she can file it and post it in her cash books
So where do you post this?
nee na fan nga dee posté di
Man la cashier bi.
me or the cashier
You.
nee na yow
You need to speak.
nee na da nga wax
Si kayit ma la woon nii.
this document that I have shown you
All right. Can I please have it? Do you have the copies or the documents from 2018 with respect to all the postings you have had, with respect to the reconciliation you have done with the cashier?
nee na am nga kayit yooyu nga xam ne jógee ko 2018 yëpp li nga xam ne def nga reconciliation ak cashier yaa ngi ko amee
Lima ame mo wone moy banking sim dan def mo ka si data mo don post ni si kate mala won me.
All the data that I have posted on this document, which I have shown you, is all the
Since go Akash on the 9th of October 2018.
Since he came on the 9th of October 2018.
And the end date?
Then ban we more that is more
18 February 2020.
18 February 2020.
Do you have the ones from 2020 to 2023?
Then I'm going to go for 2020 by 2023.
I'm now we are St. John from 2020 to.
I have that of Yasin John from 2020 to
30th March 2021.
To 30th March 2021.
Why 2021? There is
then later 2021.
Later I switch the god of CDCC on the PC.
Later
I'm on PC.
It has been switched
Computer.
to the PC due to the fact that at that time we have PC.
So can you give us printouts from the from your personal computer?
Nena mba mun nga ñu jox wala nga jox ñu printout yi nga xam ne yooyu moo jógee si sa PC bi mooy personal computer.
Man ko amee suma computer fele waaye dama ko isi waale
I have them in my computer, but I did not come along with them.
Okay, so let me make it easy for you. You've had you've had one cashier before. That's Umi Jai.
Nena la nga amee woon benn cashier nga amee muy Umi Jai. Yes.
And for the period on a review 2018 to 2021, well, she was transferred in 2021.
Nena jógee ko 2018 to 2021. Nena 2021 la ñu ko transfer.
Wow.
Yes.
Can I please have the printouts, the copies of the reconciliation?
Ina léegi nda mun na jot kayit yi mu seet li nga xam ne printout si nga wax ne def nga ko si Umi Jai.
We apply to tender the cashier banking details of Ubijai, the former cashier in the Albert Market. From the 9th of October 2018, the recordings. The last date is the 10th of February 2020 into evidence as an exhibit. When in 2021 was she transferred? Do you know?
Nena xam nga kañ lañ ko transfer si ati 2021.
No, munuma ang the exact date na kana mom si boppam nga wala xam ko.
I cannot know exactly
Wala management.
the exactly date that she have been transferred, unless herself or the management.
The cashier banking details covering the period 9th of October 2018 to the 10th of February 2020 is hereby admitted in evidence as exhibit, and it is marked as LDC/BCC/MG/004.
As the commission places. Now, after the transfer of your then cashier Umi Jai, you had two new cashiers.
nena sa cashier bi nga xam ne moo nekkoon sagom muy Omi Jaay buñ demee ba mu transfert nee na léegi nga daal di am ñaari cashier si sa ron nee na ndaa du noonu
noonu la demee waaye ñëwuñ at the same time benn yoon.
yes that is correct but they don't came at the same time they
Yeah,
came one after the other
Yasin moo ñëw after few months.
Yasin first came for about few months
si beneen cashier muy Hadijatu Juuf.
then another cashier was brought and that is Hatiyatu Diop
Hadjira Diouf.
waaw soo gisee ñu isi woon loolu.
the reason why they brought that
parce que si data bi soo gisee banque yi daan banque was not nekkutoon loo xam ne lu jaatu la.
because at this time the way they were banking was not a correct way of banking
parce que cashier bi daan wane xaalis bi dafa bari mënut a dem everyday bank.
because the cashier say is the money is much plenty and she cannot be going to bank every day.
Please tell the witness to speak into the microphone.
Nena nga wasi mic bi mala wax wono.
dafa dajale ay bankings for almost 10 days.
She used to keep the monies or bankings for almost few days.
Musoko Bank.
For almost 10 days.
Musi records.
Almost 10 days. Is in the records. And she then used to go to the bank for banking.
New director
when we had a new director.
Director of what?
Finance.
Director of finance.
She then a meeting.
She then called a meeting.
So did a she or a he?
He then called a meeting.
Mu auto meeting. Pull you introduce daily banking.
For the introduction of the daily banking.
Before 3 days banking, then started.
We started
in a week.
With 3 days back.
Severe week.
In a week.
You develop ak benn cashier bi.
We did that with the one cashier.
The new cashier Yasin John.
That is the new cashier Yasin John.
Loolu muna possible.
That was not possible.
Mu possible.
It was possible.
After a few months.
Then after a few months.
You introduce daily bankings.
Then the daily banking was introduced. If you work for today.
The next day,
the next day.
Then make sure you cashier bank nga xam ne correction bu nekk si bu ñëw previous day.
We make sure that the collection that was done yesterday have to be banked for today.
Si loolu leen nekk ba Kamara, the director of finance.
That is how we were doing it until the director of finance, Mr. Kamara. Up to the time he left.
Now, when you were there, well, before the issue of Umi Jai, Yasin John, was it manual reconciliation you had with her regarding the banking details that she will conduct?
Nena Yasin
transactions.
Mom transaction am yi nga xam ne def na ko si yëfi banque na loolu yëpp da nga ko amee manuel li nga xam ne dañ ko bind salo.
am na yima ici from the 22nd January 2021.
I brought some from 22nd January 2021.
Sorry. From 19 February 2020.
From 19 February 2020.
To 30th March 2021.
To 30th of March 2021.
That's manual recording.
Wow,
manual recording.
Wow,
yes, they are here.
And then you have the electronic recording when you had your computer.
Nena electronic recording. We have your computer.
Wow.
Yes.
And you will give us the printouts tomorrow.
Nena kon electronic issue you printouts.
Wow.
Yes. Inshallah.
May I please have the manual recorders? We apply to tender the cashier banking details of Yasin John. The start date is 19th of February 2020. And the end date is the 30th of March 2021 into evidence as an exhibit.
The cashier banking details of Yasin Jom, covering the period 19th of February through to 30th of March 2021, is hereby admitted in evidence as exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/MG/005.
As the corporation places. Now the other cashier is it Miss Juve? Is it Kakalajatu Juve?
Beneen cashier bi da Kariatu Diouf la.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you have the recordings for Kakalajatu Juve?
Nee na am nga records bi nga xam ne def nga ko si biir Kariatu Diouf.
Wow, I believe you yet mungi suma data bi fele si office bi.
Yes, I did, but they are all in my data in the office.
All right, please, we're requesting that you produce them on Monday.
Nee na yooyu yëpp la ci alternate nga daal di leen di si.
Baax na.
Okay.
Now, let me ask that you be given a copy of the cashier banking details.
Nee na li
Cashiers banking
lu mu bëgg mooy pour ñu jox la copie si cashier banking details.
Waaw loolu la baax te baax.
That will be good.
Good for what?
Nee na dina baax si la.
Parce que dama ko soxla.
I will need them.
Okay, that is not the reason why I'm giving it to you.
Nee na loolu tax ñu jox la ko léegi de.
So I want you to guide us with respect to the recordings in the cashier's banking details.
Nee na dafa nga pour nga jàppale ñu records si nga xam ne fa nekk si cashier banking details.
The columns you have,
Nee na columns yi nga xam ne
Waaw.
yes.
yeah. So for instance, I see the first column is marked collection dates.
Nee na lu mu njëkk a gis si column bu njëkk bi lu fa nekk mooy collection marking of collection dates.
Then you have deposit dates.
Nga daaw am deposit dates.
The next amount daily,
Nee na beneen bi mooy daily amount
amount monthly,
or amount monthly
and the total.
and the total.
Do you mind to guide us through your invented cashier's banking details?
Nee na léegi pour nga jàppale ñu nga woon ñu si loo xam ne yow boobu nga amee nga xam ne cashier banking details bi nga xam ne mu sa kanam loolu.
Lu mean pour ma read ko or explain
Do you want me to read or
Explain.
nee na explain?
Waaw. First column bi collection date bi
The first column has the collection
mooy wane ne
that indicates or show that
bés sangam,
this very day,
for example on Monday,
for instance,
loolu
Monday,
defoon nañ receive woon nañ naamo feewoon nañ ay naamo si country si
there was a revenue payment at the market.
bi nga xam ne ndaw yi ñoo di woon ci suuf ñoom ñoo ko ñoo fay si.
And you know, the people, my juniors, they came and paid to me.
The second ñaareel column
The second column,
mooy deposit date bi.
that is the deposit date.
Deposit date buñ ko collecté bu ko fay cashier bi.
When it is collected and paid to the cashier,
su ko cashier bi demee banque.
and when the cashier goes to the bank,
date bi nekk si receipt bi nga xam ne moom leen banque moom la cashier bi ici.
the date that is on the bank slip that the cashier brought,
loolu lay post si collect deposit date bi ne bés sangam.
that will be the day I post there to say on this very day,
Umi Jaañ o Yaasin demoon na banque.
Umi Jani or Yasin went to the bank.
Bam demee sa banque ba.
When she went to the bank,
si next column bi mooy wane loolu dafa jamoon fi.
and the next column will indicate what went there for.
bu njëkkee mooy amount daily bi nga xam ne moom la ndawi daily si woon.
The first one is the amount that the daily collectors brought.
beneen bi ci topp mooy bi nga xam ne ndaw yi nga xam ne ñoo def feeku weer lan la gaay fay si bés boobu.
And the following one is the one indicating those collecting for monthly, how much they brought.
loolu nag soo ko xaymee ñaari collection ñaari naamo yooyu ñu fay cashier bi.
If those two revenues are calculated or added together,
si last column bi mooy wane li nga xam ne bés boobu loolu leen collect ci bés bi.
and the last column will be indicating all the total revenue collected.
lii mooy woon njëriñi cashiers banking bii nii.
This was the reason or the benefit of or the importance of the cashier banking.
Fere lifin bi ma amee nii da wane ne.
This that I have will be showing that or indicating that
Director of Finance bi.
the director of finance,
muy amoon a similar data.
he was having a similar data.
mun naa ko jox mu gis ko.
I can give it to you for you to inspect it or see.
data bu mooy in digital la.
That data is digital.
Yes.
waaye di see one bi la rek. so dangaa gis ne man every 2-3 days director of finance bi dama call ma send ko information si mu post ko si système am bi.
For me, every 2 to 3 days, I always call the director of finance and show him the system so that he can put his data.
time boobu ku ñëw wax Mohamed Cham moo nekkoon director of finance bi.
And that time, Mohamed Cham was the director of finance.
We apply to tender. A memo from the Chief Executive Officer addressed to the entire manager, dated 9th of October 2020, the heading or the subject, suppression or misappropriation. And another memo attached to it, dated 9th of July 2020, from the Acting Director of Finance to the Chief Executive Officer, with the subject, suppression or misappropriation of market revenue. We apply to have to evidence that marked as an exhibit.
A memo dated the 9th of October 2020. It is addressed to the internal auditor and it emanated from the CEO, and it has the subject suppression / misappropriation. It is copied to the Lord Mayor, acting director of finance, market manager, and a file copy is maintained. The second memo is dated the 29th of July 2020. It is from the acting director of finance addressed to the CEO, and it has subject suppression / misappropriation of market revenue. And it is signed and it is copied rather to the Lord Mayor, internal audit director, market manager, and a file copy. And attached to the memo dated the 19th of July 2020 is the market collection analysis. These documents are admitted together as an exhibit and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MJ/006.
As the commercial cases. Now, the bank paying slips, the bank deposit slips, the bank paying in slips.
Nina bank slips yi nga xam ne fay nañ ko yi nga xam ne jóge nañ si bank mooy bank paying slips.
Now, after confirming the date and the collection with the cashier,
Nina bi nga demee ba seet date bi nga xam ne fay na ko si cashier bi.
do you keep the bank slips?
Nina bank slips yooyu ndax danga ko dee denca.
waaw bank slips yooyu soo ñëwee foofu am na area boo xam ne foofu leen dee denca yooyu.
Yes, when those bank slips are brought there, we have a place where we used to keep them.
So you have your bank slips from 2018.
Nina kon yaa ngi amee bank slips yu jógee ko depuis 2018.
2018 man fekkuma fa parce que maa ngi ñëw in 2018 August 2018.
That 2018 I wasn't been there. I just came August 2018.
In 2020 still are responsible.
And 2020 that was the time
from January 2020.
From February 2020.
Yes.
Well, from 2018 August to August, Mbaijo Kundana Mbaijo Mofaneka as the manager.
It was Mbaijo who was there from
January
2018 as a manager between January.
Started in 2020, correct?
Then I have 2020 Adoro.
Yes, so you are right.
Yes.
You have the records from 2020.
Then I load Dega. Then I'm going to record you 2020.
Deposit slips, sorry.
Yes.
Hard copies.
Deposit slips.
Hard copies in Mumfa.
The hard copies, they are there.
Thank you. Now, have you been audited? How, if yes, how are you audited? Is it every week, every day, every month?
Then I'm by your dañ la di audit su fekkee ne dañ la di audit naka la ñaaw di audité ndax bés bi semaine bi wala weer bi.
Internal audit.
The internal audit.
ñoom ñoo am seen own way of seen own schedule of auditing.
They have their own schedule of auditing.
Anytime they wish to come to the market, they will. So John, how often are you audited?
Then I'll more like more yow ñaata yoon lañ la di audit wala kañ la lañ la di audit.
Loolu laa bëgg a leeral.
That is what I just want to make clear.
Go ahead. Proceed.
ñoom duñ daan liggéeyee noonu.
They were not working like that.
ñoom su leen neexee la gaay di ñëw.
Then it depends the time they want, they need, they can come.
Li si leen gaay dañoo communicate ak ñun ne ñoom ñu ngi ñëw.
And sometimes they communicate with us to say we are coming.
Wala jël leen from this period to this period nga isi ko si office bi.
Or they will say now, okay, bring this from this period to this period and brought them to our office.
Su ko defee ñoom ñu mën a def foofu seen liggéey.
So that they can be able to do their job.
John, based on your experience, you've been there from 2020. How often do they come to the office, or how often do they call you people, if they ever did, for the purpose of auditing?
Nena sa kaw sa xam-xam wala sa experience bi nga xam ne am nga ko ci sa liggéey bi fa nekkee jóge ko 2020 nena ñaata yoon wala kañ lañ dee ñëw pour audit la.
Sometimes two to three times a year.
Sometimes 2 to 3 times in a year.
Okay, and other times?
And other times? na yeneen waxtu kañ lañ dafa dee ñëw.
Because time of in 2021,
When I was there in 2021,
bu new director of finance bi ñëwee woon mooy Camara.
when the new director of finance came, that is Mr. Kamara,
dafa assign one auditor bu ñëw wax Assane Diallo.
he assigned one auditor by the name Asad Jallo,
More responsible for the auditing of the market.
to be responsible of the auditing of the market.
Now, because of your reconciliation with respect to the collection
Maintenant sa réconciliation bi nga xam ne si kaw collection bi nga xam ne def nañ ko
of revenue
mooy revenue
by the revenue collectors and the cashier
mooy revenue collectors yi ak cashier
and the banking transactions,
ak banking transaction details.
you will be able to be in a position to detect if there is any shortage.
nee na ci kaw loolu kon yow loolu dina la jox yoon wala pour nga mun a xam su fekkee ne am na ay manqué yu xew.
You agree with that?
nee na nangu nga loolu.
loolu moo wone ne.
That shows that
data bu ma doon use ni.
the data that I was using.
moo tax ma doon mën a gis su dara mën a amee ma mun koo gaaw a gis.
That is why I can be able to trace anything which goes wrong over.
Yes, I agree. Data is very good. I had said that.
nee na nangu na loolu te wax na ne data bi tam baax na.
It's really good for as a market manager to have this initiative.
nee na dafa baax te dafa war pour market manager nga am façon initiative bi.
In introducing a more robust recording system.
Pour nga introduce loo xam ne lu war si recording system.
So then why were you having frequent shortages with respect to the cashier then?
nee na kon laram na tax ngay am shortages ya nga am ne desorienté si cashier.
Not you in particular.
nee na waxut ne yow sa boppa.
I'm talking about the cashier receiving monies and not really paying it into the bank.
nee na lu may wone mooy cashier léeg-léeg daf day jot xaalis bi nga xam ne du ko dee yóbbu pour def ko si banque bi.
suma ndimbal foofu dafa xawoon a néew.
Yes, because of my assistant there was limited.
parce que soo gisee loolu mënoo li xew mënoon a xew.
But you see what had happened.
So dajale collection bu bari yóbbuwuloo ko si bank.
If you have the collection and you don't take it to the bank.
pour monitor cash xaalis boobu dafa nekk li jafe.
To monitor that money, it will be very difficult.
How?
nee na si naka.
parce que 10 days nga denc xaalis.
Because if you keep money for 10 days.
nga bés bi nga bank nga war a bank 5 days nga bank 3 days.
And instead you bank 5 days, you bank 3 days.
yeneen 2 days yi. bank loo ko.
The other 2 days, you didn't bank them.
fekk yow jël nga loolu ba pare.
And you have received that already.
loolu moo de isi jafe-jafe yooyu si suñu liggéey bi si côté boobu.
That is sometimes that brought the difficulties on the way we work.
loolu unless auditors yi di ñëw frequently.
Unless the auditors used to come frequently.
ñoom tamit ñu def seen wàll si liggéey bi.
Them to do their parts of the job.
su ko defee loolu moo waral loolu mooy gën a yombal liggéey bi.
That will make the work simple or easier.
Now, have you been reporting this?
Nenanda yang ngi woon report li.
verbal ñu daan wax ak ñoom si loolu.
I was talking to them verbally.
waaye ñoom liñ daan explain mooy amuñ the manpower.
But they were telling us or explaining that they don't have the manpower.
No, reporting it to your
director.
Yes, your director.
Nena reporting turunga dem legal ko sa director.
Wow.
Yes.
How do you do this reporting?
Nena no ko reporting.
Sa daan nekk verbal.
It was a verbal report.
léegi sa director si ñi fa nekkoon ak fa nekk leen di ewu suba sax wax leen pour ñu ñëw def seen liggéey.
Sometimes it happens, directors they sometimes come in the morning, they call them to say, you come and do the job.
Explain about Mariama Sina, a revenue collector.
nee na wax nga mbiri Mariama Silla ki nga xam ne revenue collector la.
Wow, degala.
Yes, that's true.
That she was a revenue collector and then collected a lot of money, and then in 2021 traveled to Germany.
nee na moom wax nga ne moom tamit revenue collector la te collect na jël na xaalis bu bëri nee na te wax nga ne mujjee bi mu dal di tukki dem Germany.
Wow, pinal na ako si suma statement.
Yes, I wrote it in my statement.
Can you please tell us more about Mariama Silla
nee na mbaa mun nga ñu leeral wala nga wax leneen si Mariama Silla pour mu leer.
and the amount that she absconded with?
ak ne njëg bi nga xam ne boobu la àndal wala boobu la dem ak moom.
Mariama Silla
Mariama Silla,
collector la woon at the market.
she was a collector at the market
Pour ñi dee feyeku rentals.
for the rental payers.
Waaye bi moo tukki
When she traveled or when she was traveling,
moom jëkkëram dafa nekkoon Germany.
her husband was in Germany.
Mu nekkoon si benn suñ zone bu mag si biir marché bi si biggest zone bi bu ñoo ooyee zone D.
And she was in the biggest zone at the market called Zone D.
Te zone boobu benn GTR su ko fa collecté GTR of 50 leaves.
And there, whenever he collected a GTR of 50 leaves,
At least nga mën a am foofu 40,000.
at least there she can be able to have 40,000.
Moom benn GTR boobu la collect demaale ko.
And she collected one GTR and went along with it.
Fayu ko.
She did not pay.
Returnu ko.
She didn't return it.
Bu moo tukki yëguñ ko.
When she was traveling, we were not aware.
Do you know the value amount that she collected?
Nee na ndax xam nga moom ñaata la jotoon si xaalis.
doo mën a yàggu ko ba xam ko si jamono yu fekk bu boobu teguwut.
You cannot be able to know exactly unless you show it with your eyes.
Xayma rek nga mën a def.
You have to just estimate.
What is the most that she will collect?
Nee na ñaata nga foog ne loolu la mën a am keroog wala loolu la collect.
buñ defee xayma yooyu internal auditor bi.
When we did the calculation with the internal auditors,
ñu ngi ko xayma si ñeneen fukki junne.
we were just calculating it up to 400,000.
40,000.
That is the list that she would have collected.
Nee na lu ndaw si loo xam ne loolu la jotoon.
Waaw
si xaalis bu mu jot lu ndaw la ngeen mën a.
li si gën a bari.
The more money or the much of it.
Is that the least amount that she would have collected? Because that's what he said initially.
From that GTR.
Nee na ndax loolu moo nekk xaalis boo xam ne xaalis bu ndaw si lu mu yóbbu parce que wax nga ko yow sa boppa fii.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, with respect to the GTR, so do you give the collectors every morning or every week the books that they have to use to go and collect revenue?
Nee na GTR books yi nga xam ne yooyu lañ lay jël pour dem toog duty si wala di fay joxe nga ñu lay fay nee na kañ ak kañ nga leen day jox yooyu ndax bés bu nekk la wala semaine bu nekk.
ñaari façon collection la.
We have two type of collection.
su fekkee ne daily duty bi la.
If I told the daily duty.
Every day. dañoo pour collect duty.
They have to go and collect duty.
Meaning that every day da nga am pour joxe book pour.
Which means every day you need to give them.
pour ñu dem cover seen zones.
For them to go and cover their zones.
su fekkee GTR la.
If I told it is the GTR.
dafa des ci GTR bi time bu mu jeexee.
It depends on how the GTR whenever it is exhausted.
su ko defee ñu mun laa jox beneen GTR.
So that we can supply you with another GTR.
fekk return nga beneen.
While it happens that you have returned the other one already.
Now, how do you record this?
Then
where do you record?
Fan nga ko dee bindee ak naka nga ko dee bindee.
si liggéey boobu.
And that was job.
And they CRBR.
We have what we have as CRPR.
Benn si yooyu
One of those,
moo nekk ni
that's the one I'm having here.
dañ dee wone si book si cover bi ne from this date
And on top of the cover, it is shown that from this date,
ba to that date ne book yu ma joxe fii laa ko doon joxe.
That means the books I was supplying them through here.
Bii mooy bu daily collection bi.
And this one is the daily collection.
Bii mooy GTR full GTR bi.
This one is for the GTR.
Bii mooy GTR cashier yi ma lay jox cashier si.
This one is for the GTR that I used to issue to the cashiers.
Pour ñuy def seen receipts si cash book si collectors.
So that they can make records on their cash books.
Very well. Now, may I please see those three? When they submit the exhausted GTR or ticket books, do you also record it here?
Nena book yoo xam ne dañ dem ba jeex ba ñu ñëw delloo la ko nena daa boobu tamit danga ko dee bind foofu.
Su fekkee ne monthly bi la daily bi la.
If at all that of daily.
Monthly collectors la ak daily bi.
Monthly collection and daily collectors.
Suñ ko retourné di nga gis column boo xam ne foofu ñu ngi fa def return date.
Yeah, whenever it is returned, there is a column. If you see this, just written there, return date.
Do you have instances where they don't return the exhausted tickets or GTRs?
Nena dangre am façon yooyu yoo xam ne duñ dee delloo wala duñ delloo loo xam ne dafa jeex si GTR.
Si Mariama Silla rek laa ko amee.
Only have that. It occurs at Mariama Silla only.
Who is Mariama Silla?
Nena kan mooy Mariama Silla.
Mooy ki ma doon explain léegi travel to Germany, one of our collectors with the GTR.
The collector whom I was just explaining kids who travel to Germany with GTR.
Are there questions for the witness, Mustafa John?
Yes. Mr. John, you said Umi, one of the collectors, used to withhold revenue for 10 days.
Dina wax fii ne benn cashier ku ñëw wax Umi daf dee amee xaalis lu dem ba fukki fan si loxo.
Yes. We have the cashier's bank details for Yasin Job.
Nee na am
It's
nañ
an exhibit now.
nee na am nañ banking details bi nga xam ne boobu bu Yasin Job la te boobu fu mu ne nii dugal nañ ko nekk na serande si commission.
Now, who maintains this cashier's banking details?
Nee na cashier's banking details kan moo ko dee amee.
Man dama dee amee bii man maa ko amee man la ko amee sama bopp. Waaye
I used to have them and this one I'm having for myself.
waaye Director of Finance bi tamit.
Nee na léegi xaaral ma la
if you were the one that does the collections, because you've taken us through what it means.
Nena su fekkee ne yow yaa def collection bi soo ko seetee because lii wone na leen mbir mi nu mu mel.
Now, looking at what you have,
Nena soo seetee yow li nga amee.
it means you are in the know when somebody doesn't come in to make entries.
Nena kon
To show you, to give you proof that they have gone to the field, they have collected revenue, so that you can have those entries in the book.
Nena
Is
loolu
that
yow
correct?
pour nga mën a xam ko kooku da pour nga xam ne moo dem def collection bi kooku moo war a ñëw pour woon la def nañ collection bi ñaata la am si collecte bi pour na koo end.
So the different question, different living, it's a different thing.
It's a different thing.
Because if I collector bi la moom bu ñëwee si cash book am la war a enter.
So told is the collector whenever he came, he enter it in his cash book.
Su fekkee ne collector bi su liggéeyee si war a ñëw ek mu enter collection bu mu collect si cash book bi.
If I told it is a daily collector, whenever he collect already, he come and enter his collection in his cash book.
Su ko defee.
Maybe you did not get my question. What I'm trying to ask is that you have a system that could enable you to know which collector is not transmitting the revenue that is collected, because you have put in place a system that will enable you to track it.
Correct? System bi nga def boobu nekk na système boo xam ne boobu mun na boobu dina la jàppale pour woon la mun nga yëg ban collector moo ñëw def submission am bi ak kan moo ñëw def submission am.
So if Omi has to stay for 10 days without submitting,
nena Omi léegi su demee ba toog ba fukki fan te def submission.
Don't you think it's part of your responsibility for that to have happened?
Nena fogloo ne loolu moom sa warugar la wala sa warugar la pour nga gis ne loolu warta am.
In not finding out and making sure that they submit what they need to submit.
Nena te
supervisor.
Fekka yow defloo saw gis wala sa seet bi pour nga xam ne moom defut li mu war li nga xam ne war na ko def te yow yaay supervisor loolu mooy sa warugar.
Loolu wax noonu dëgg la.
Yes, what you have said is true.
Waaye li ma amee noonu. mooy data bu ma amee noonu.
But this data that I'm having.
Same data boobu la director of finance bi di use.
That data that the director of finance is using.
Ki nga xam ne man tamit moo nekk suma boss.
He is my boss.
Because more they dictate how to bank.
He's the one who dictates how the way.
Mr. John, we are not talking about the banking. It's about receiving the money in order to have evidence that the staff under you have done their job.
Wala bank nena yo wa fi moy sa digante ak sa collector si pour nga gis ne wala nga xam ne dëgg la collector bi is na xaalis dugal na xaalis.
Loolu suma responsibility te dama ko dee mën a xam si lu.
That is my responsibility and I used to know exactly who does or who does not.
Thank you. Then my second question is on the issue of the tariffs.
Nena ñaaral bi mooy lu mooy laajte si kaw tarif.
Yes, let the registrar give you the tariff that we have admitted in evidence.
Léegi la ñu ga registrar bi mu jox la tarif bi nga ne léegi boobu lañ dugal.
Si place moo leen jox noonu. Si place moo leen jox.
Place that I have given to the commission.
Foofu la register bi nekk.
There you have.
Register bi is a complete register.
And it is a complete register.
Nala one shop, each and every shop.
That register will show you each and every shop.
Ñaata la fay.
How much they pay.
Loolu yëpp moo ci register boobu.
It's all in that register.
Moo la jox si flash.
That I give you on the flash.
I just take a look at this, the Royal Albert Market sub-rental tariffs.
Nena mu ngi seet Albert Market sub-rental tariff ka xool.
Yes, that page.
Nena kayit boobu noonu waaw.
I have also noted the sub-register.
Nena
what it contains.
no yëg na.
Detailed format. I have seen that.
ak detail formats lu mu amee gis na loolu.
Yeah. But for this list that you have submitted,
nee na waaye liste bi nga xam ne boobu nga dugal léegi nii.
I don't seem to understand what the amounts are and they are for what.
nee na foofa moom daal lu fa nekk mënu ko understand njëgi ak pour lan la.
bitig yi fa amee
These shops that here,
different sizes la.
they are of different size.
Is that contained in that list that you gave to?
nee na daal loolu moom bi nga xam ne boobu nga joxe woon.
Parce que man dimension boobu works and service job ñoo ko dee amee the engineers.
For the dimensions, don't have them. It's only the engineers who get the dimensions.
Council engineers ñoom ñoo ko dee amee.
And the council engineers who used to have them.
No, my issue is that with that document, the person that doesn't know the Banjul market, can the person readily understand what the 250 is, what the 650 is?
nee na
Document.
moom lu mu mel si kayit boobu mooy nit ko amee for instance nit koo xam ne xamut Banjul xamut marché bi nga jox ko kayit bi daal dina mën a understand lu fa nekk mooy 250 650 dina mën a xam loolu pour lan la wala pour lan la wane.
Because it's not stating anything, it's just indicating an amount of money.
nee na because loolu wane dara wala waxut benn mbir nee na lu mu wane foofu mooy xaalis bi nga xam ne boobu fa nekk waaye wane dara pour nit mun a understand.
waaw léegi man maa ngi laajte kam naka la bëgg ma adjusté ko parce que dafa ne adjustment la.
You were trying to explain that in the flash drive that you have, it's a detailed register.
nee na wax nga ne flash drive bi nga amee register details.
So in that detail register, it has all the cost of the zone in which the shops are,
You know,
the monthly rental fee,
Exactly.
and the size of the shop.
No, this size is not.
wax nga fi ne register boobu mu ngi amee lépp mooy bitik bi fu mu taxaw ak ñaata la koy fay ak size bitik bi.
am na li nga wax yëpp benn def size.
Yes, it contains all except the size.
Differentiate the different types of size, the different shops.
nee na kon shops yooyu nga xam ne yooyu fu moo fa nekk naka nga leen ne te différencier si register bi nga xam ne boobu nga leen jox.
That when I see 250, I will understand that it's a small one. When I see 1,000, I will know that it's the largest, the medium.
léegi su gisee 250 na xam ne bii mooy bu ndaw su gisee 1,000 wala 5,000 na xam ne bii mooy bu mag bi naka la moo xamee si loolu.
waaw loolu kon council ñoo fail si well register is provided by council.
That is a failure from council, from the register that they have provided.
loolu tax defuñ fa loolu.
This is why that we are not there.
Well, it's not my standard.
Yes. It is part of your responsibility to be able to profile recommendations so that you can have this imputed in a system where when you, at a click, you will be able to know exactly.
Then
So that you will avoid the possibility of fraud because the rental revenue that is collected monthly, a collector can go and collect 1,000 and come and write 250. Is that not possible?
It's possible because
it's possible because there are many shops.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Some stalls and the short canteens. Can you provide a list? All the canteens and their categorization.
Munga provide list bigam ne canteen fa nek yep accent categorization.
Like for 150, how many? 250, how many?
Bigam ne 150 nyata la, bigam ne 250 nyata canteens la.
With that information, we will be able to give an assessment of the total number of stalls and the amount to be collected.
Nena ci kaw lolu bo ñom mun nañ joxe wala mun nañ xam ñaata canteens ñoo fa nek ak canteen mu nek ñaata leen be fi xaalis bi yeb ñaata la.
Good question la.
That's a good question.
Parce que suñu last budgeting bi.
Because our last budgeting.
No la defee my input for the market.
That is how I make my input for the market.
I'm going to
classify them.
225 by 100, for example.
225 by 100, for instance.
300 by 500 stock maybe.
300 by 500 stocks.
That's how I do it in the budget.
That is how I do it in the budget.
I can provide that.
can provide
as soon as possible.
as fast as possible.
Ask question. Now, for what you have in the flash drive, we will look at it.
Nena li nga xam ne si flash drive bi nañ ko seet.
Updated register.
Nena pour ñu seet naa loolu dina nekk updated register la.
Yes, because we have seen the register which has from 2018.
Nena gis nañ register bi nga xam ne jóge ko 2018.
And I believe that the register is supposed to be a progressive register.
Te foog naa ne register boobu.
Change the cost of the different.
Boobu dina nekk progressive bi nga xam ne dina change jéggi yi nga xam ne yëpp yi nga xam ne yooyu lañ koy fay mooy rental fees.
Do you have that?
Nena am nga boobu.
No.
Understand? I don't understand it.
Mean is that in the flash that you have submitted, which you have admitted in evidence, is it the updated version?
So we say flash is up to 2023.
The flash is up to 2023.
That is what I was asking.
Because in December, in January 2023, switch to digital. So it's the updated one.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Council. Yes.
That's all for this witness. We want to ask you, Mr. John, just two questions. The first is your cashier. Do you guys have a very specific bank that you deposit the collections to?
Lena kasen kasya bi wala sa kasya bi na dangan ang bank sa bobu sen bank ko pa bingam ne fofu ngeen de dugal halis bi bingam ne fofu ngeen de tek halis.
Or is it various bank accounts?
Wala dafa nekk ay bank account yu sakat yu bëri bokkut.
Li xew mooy foofu ni fa dee liggéeyee mooy during Umijan's time.
It happens that during Umijan's time,
Trust Bank and Don Bank.
We are banking at Trust Bank.
Why I'm not period you have there for during Yasin's time.
There was a period, and I hope it was Yasin's time.
Sometimes they switch.
Sometimes they do switch.
Depending on bank guy them more than one remember I'm not period for him the one FIB I think.
Depending on the bank they choose, and I can remember the last time it was a bank.
I'm not time for him Supersonic.
Supersonic.
That depends the management fund the new job for new bank the money.
It depends on the instructions from the management where we are instructed to make banking.
While most of our banking is Trust Bank.
But most of our bankings are the Trust Bank.
Thank you. The last issue is you have a bank account?
Then I also have a bank account.
Wow, at Trust Bank.
Yes, with Trust Bank.
How many accounts?
Another accounts.
Just one.
Just one.
We want you to provide us with your financial statement.
Then I show you guys what is a financial statement
from 2018.
2018.
Walu jere so one na pena sa time investigations the model oil why na another one.
Last time I brought one when it was requested by the investigators, but I will do my best to bring another one.
That's all for this witness.
Thank you, Mr. John.
Thank you.
I will call you when we review the documents you have.
Then as you said, I think I'm going to do my coffee. You said that also fake I'm like the Jamana wing up there.
Thank you.
Press only isn't board of password.
No, I am asking you to wait so that you can go with the registrar to our IT unit to open it and we download the document that is there.
Yes,
that everything is
Legi mom so you get like the program to be sabi pare yo andam dem ITV pour ngeen gis kana nga ubbi ko ñu mëna xam lu fari tan
yes.
So time.
Morning, Mr. Witness. Morning. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry to Local Government Councils and related matters. Mr. Witness, in which language do you wish to make your testimony? In which language do you wish to make your testimony? Wolof, sir. Wolof. Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation? I will swear. Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Okay, hold the Holy Quran. You face that camera and then repeat after me. I, Alhaji Aiso, do swear that I'll speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to for us to proceed.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Saul.
So, what's my view? You're not going to Jamare. I'm fine.
Yes, you're speaking in Wolof or in English?
Can we have him resworn since he has opted to be Wolof?
Well, well.
Were you interpreting, Mr.
Yes.
All right. Then. Good morning, Mr. Saul.
So, nenda nyulando kare nakaswasi. Jamare ke. I'm fine.
You are welcome.
Nena bisimila nyulando ke. Jere.
What is your name, your full name?
Nena sa turak sa Sandra. Alhaji Aiso.
Mr. Saul, you will need to speak into the microphone. You will need to increase your voice, the volume of your voice. You have to be loud enough so we can hear you. You mind interpreting that, Mr. Puja?
Well, nena nga wachika unu degala. Waba. Tak.
Your address?
Nena fote ka?
Brikama
Nyambai.
You've been to school, you can read and write?
Nena dem ga school.
Wow, them not
Yes. Omenga bunka buddha bringa Jakarta.
Wow.
Yes.
What is the level of your education?
Nena saja kami falla MDI.
ICM certificate.
What is ICM?
Nena sone ICM do mean
International Commercial Management.
International Commercial Management.
Which year?
Nena ban at
2009.
2009.
Now, you are appointed as a revenue collector. Do you have your appointment letter with you?
Nena dañ la jëlal liggéey nga nekk revenue collector mooy ku jël lempo nena ba am nga appointment letter.
Wow.
Yes.
May I please see your appointment letter?
Nena ba mun nañ ko gis.
Mr. Sao, you also gave a statement on the 17th of October 2023. Do you recall this?
October bu mu amee fukk ak juróom ñaari fan October nena da nga joxe statement nena ndax yaa ngi fàttali.
Wow.
Yes, I do.
Please go through that statement.
Nena léegi seen statement.
It has the name of Alagi El Sao. Is it I Sao?
Nena mu setu mu fa Alhaji Aisu.
Wow. Signature.
Access signature. Aisu.
Is that your statement?
Nena bi nasa statement la.
Wow.
Yes.
We apply to tender the appointment letter of the witness, Alhaji Ismail Sow. Date, the letter is 6th of July 2009. And the statement of the witness dated the 17th of October 2023 into evidence as an expert.
A letter dated the 6th of July 2009 with reference 1 stroke BCC stroke P stroke 18 stroke S in brackets 114 addressed to Alaji Ismail Sow with the subject appointment as a revenue collector. It is signed by the acting chief executive officer. It is copied to the mayor and acting director of finance. The statement dated the 17th of October 2023. This and the statement made by the witness dated the 17th of October 2023. These two documents are admitted in evidence as exhibit and they are marked as LDC stroke BCC stroke AIS stroke 001.
Ask the commission, please. Now, you work as a revenue collector, Mr. Ndau, sorry. In 2018, were you given a cash book?
Nena wanga ne salige bi moy jël lempo li moy la ke moy ati 2018 da nga amone sa cash book bo
2018 fega maa ngi nekk cashier.
2018 I was a cashier.
Okay. So, were you given a cash book as a cashier?
Nena bi nga nekkon cashier dañ la joxon cash book.
Wow.
Yes.
But where is that cash? Because we know you have been subsequently suspended in 2018.
Nena waaye gis naa ne foofu dañ la mujjee suspend si ati 2018.
Wow, September.
September, yes, that's correct.
There were allegations of suppression of funds.
Nena booba dañ la tuumi wala am na tuumi nga xam ne dañ la tuumi ne am na xaalis bu manqué.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you have your suspension letter?
Nena yaa ngi amee sa suspension letter.
Wow, mu ngi fi.
Yes, I do.
Can we proceed?
Ndaa mun nañ ko gis.
When you were suspended, did you return your cash book?
Nena bu ñu la suspendé ndaa da nga delloo sa cash book.
Wow.
Yes.
Who did you hand the cash book over to?
Nena cash book yi kan nga ko joxoon si loxo kan nga ko jox.
Hand over bi ñaari nit moo fa teew woon.
At the hand of 2 people were present.
Three.
3 people were present.
Yes.
The director of audit, Mr. Ablai Kaur.
The director of audit, Ablai Kaur,
and Ibu Drame on the finance.
Ibu Drame on the finance.
I couldn't take over Omi Jan.
And the person to take over that is Umijan.
So you hand over to Jan, Miss Jan.
Yes. You see Miss Jan nga hand over, devil sa hand in over.
Mrs. Jan, wow.
Yes.
Did you? The letter says you have to do a proper handover. Did you prepare a handover note?
Nena letter bi lu nga wone moy pour nga bind lepp li nga xamne loolu nga wara jégalé. Nena nda def nga won loolu.
Wow, the whole thing. Like the GTRs yëpp bindoon nañ ko.
Yes, it was written. All the GTRs were written
according to the sequence.
According to the sequence.
You have it here?
Yeah, they are here.
Yeah, I got them. They are already here.
Can you please see?
GTRs. Maybe. Yi mooy items yu nekk service.
Mr. Ndau.
Yeah, Mr. Ndau.
So.
Yes, so.
Yes.
This is not a handover note.
No, you never hand over note there.
These pages are not signed.
I want to
Don't worry, we will contact your supervisors then and those involved in relation to how you hand it over the office.
Yeah, that's a nice set supervisor. See, we don't have your hand over no therefore.
We apply to tender a letter with the subject indefinite suspension addressed to the witness Alaji Ismail Sow, the Albert Market cashier at the time, The letter is dated the 5th of September 2018. The Lord Mayor, that of Admin, that of Finance, Audit Manager, and Market Manager are all copied in this letter from the Chief Executive Officer into evidence as an exhibit.
A letter dated the 5th of September 2018 with reference 11 stroke BCC stroke P stroke 18 stroke S in brackets 114 addressed to Alaji Ismail Asong with the subject indefinite suspension. It is signed for by the Chief Executive Officer. The letter is copied to the Lord Mayor, Director of Admin, Director of Finance, Audit Manager, Market Manager, and a file copy is maintained. This letter is submitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/AIS/002.
As the Commissioner, please. Now, Mr. So, there's few questions. You will definitely have to come back because it appears you were suspended for a period of time and you traveled to Qatar, you said, correct?
Nena léegi lu ñoo def mooy daf laa laajte ay laajte yu néew yi ba pare comme lu taxoon mooy yow bu ñu la suspendé 2018 dafa amoon jamono yu ñuy te wax nga ne da nga tëjoon dem Qatar du dëgg. Wow. Yes.
And we will be requesting your passport because you said you handed over the passport to your supervisors.
Nena te
And Yasif.
ci kaw loolu nañ laajte sa casque bi comme yow soo wax nga ne bu ñu la suspendé sa casque bi da nga ko jox ki nga xam ne kooku moo jëloon sa place. Wow. Yes.
Now, the findings were that you were engaged in series of fraudulent activities.
Nena waaye findings bi mooy gis-gis bi lu ñu gis ak lu ñu wax mooy yow daal nekk nga ko xam ne bokka nga si ñoo xam ne wala bokka nga si loo xam ne mooy ay tappale bu mag bi nga xam ne mu ngi woon di dox foofu.
Internal Audit Department in 2018 discovered an amount of $172,000 that you did not deposit into the bank.
Nena te société internal audit bi nga xam ne ñoo defoon gis-gis boobu nena wax nañ ne 2018 dem na ba 172,000 bi nga xam ne boobu moom kenn xamut naka la demee.
And then you have the National Audit Report 27/2018, I believe, where there is an issue regarding an amount of $678,540.
Nena te société national audit tamit ñoom tamit seen gis-gis bi am na ñu wax si at yi 2018 dem na ba $678,540.
Do you recall this?
Nena yaa ngi fàttaliku di.
Wow, mango fatali.
Yes, I recall.
$172,000 is that you had an issue.
Nena $172 is being
$172,000.
$172,000.
Why will you collect that kind of revenue and not pay it into the bank?
Nena lota ngay jot as bu mel ni boobu te feeloo ko si bank.
Neko ne feyuma ko si bank.
It doesn't mean that I did not pay to a bank.
Okay.
Audit query la woon.
It was an audit query.
ñu amoon exercise January be June 6 months.
Please speak into the microphone. Increase.
Nena nga wax si mic bi pare nga wax ci kaw ni yëpp mën na la dégg.
Need you to be loud enough.
Nena pour ni yëpp mën na la dégg.
6 months audit la woon.
This was a 6-month period audit. And when it happens,
daf ñëw like month per month.
it came like a month per month.
So ñoom buñ audité ba pare,
After their audit,
dañ ma war a send draft
they need to send me a draft
because figures yaa fa involved.
because it's figures involved.
te ñoom draft bi dama war a ñëw ma identify
And I should come to identify the draft
pour ma vet ko pour seet ndax ñëw account luñ ma account for ndax loolu la wala du loolu.
to vet it and see to it that whether the account they accounted for me is right or not.
Because daf dee mun yeneen saa mun naa nekk a posting error
Sometimes it happens, it may be a postage error.
because according to Luma Bank, total number of monies Luma Bank in the month.
Because according to the banking I did, the amount of monies that I have banked in a month
and total money Luma collect for the month.
and the monies that I collected for the month,
ñoom ñu ne loolu moo dee am difference.
they say that is the difference. The amounts are the differences.
waaye ba tey
But still, now,
man kenn ñëwut woon ma final report ne lii la am difference.
nobody have ever came to show me the final report and these are the differences.
dañ ñëw def seen audit.
They came, they did their audit,
ñu binda lu ñëw binda.
they wrote what they had to write,
ñu dem
and left.
ma dem ba si council bi ak suma casebook bi
I went up to council with my cousin
pour ma mitante director of audit bi
so that I can meet the director of audit.
pour won ko ne 172 bi ngeen binda
To show him that the 172 that they wrote,
dañu war a toog ñu xool draft because man tamit
we have to sit and check the draft properly because
am naa deposit slips
deposits.
te receipts yaa ngi si casebooks
And I have receipts in the cash.
so difference bi ngeen maa woon ni man xaw ma fan la jógee.
The difference you people are showing me, I cannot tell where does it come from.
si biir loolu jàppante naa so many times
During that, I went there for many times,
waaye mënuma def loolu mu succeed.
but that wasn't a success.
So in September,
Then in the month of September,
ma gis suspension letter bi ñëw si man.
so a suspension letter was written to me.
But audit report boobu noonu amutoon benn final report to me.
But that audited report does not have any final report to me.
Because si lu ma experience si auditing,
What I experienced on the auditing,
national audit suñ ñëwaan suma office suñ audité dañ ma dee seen draft.
whenever the national audit came to my office after I sent a draft,
suñ seenee draft bi
when the draft is sent,
ñun ñu seet ñu verify
that draft must be we do verify the said draft.
suñ ko verify pare
After the verification of the draft,
then audit bi dina war a génnee final report.
then the audit will have their final
ñu ne management mu jël action.
for the management to take action.
waaye man suma case ak ñoom loolu happen.
But for my case with them, this have never happened.
Right. Who was CEO at the time?
Then I can monitor CEO jamono bo
Mustapha Bachili.
Mustafa Bachiri,
The finance director?
finance director.
Mr. Abdoulaye Nyang dafa ñëw bi around July moom mu dem then Mr. Cham take over.
Mr. Abdoulaye Nyang was there till July. He left. Then Cham took over.
Mohammed Cham.
Mohammed Cham.
And the internal auditor was Mr.
Abdoulaye, yes.
Abdoulaye, the internal auditor.
Why even Abdoulaye si boppam defutoon audit bi dafa santaane keneen.
Even Abdoulaye himself did not carry out the audit.
So kooku dafa ñëw mu audit ma rek jox ko moom submit moom lu mu audit si Abdoulaye.
That person came and audited on me, and after he handed over what he audited to Abdoulaye.
Benn old man la Mr. Manga.
One old man by the name also named
Yeah, we will verify your assertions.
Nena yow over moom li nga wax yëpp nañ ko set.
At the time when you the cashier,
Nena bi nga xam ne booba nga nekkoon cashier.
how do you do your banking?
Nena yow sa banking bi naka nga ko doon di def.
The money you collect from the revenue collectors.
Nena xaalis bi nga xam ne jot nga ko si mooy revenue collectors yi.
What do you do with it?
Lan nga di def ak xaalis noo ko dee def. Well, sometimes revenue collectors at my time, whenever the revenue collectors came, ñaari pàcc la. Two different types. Then daily collectors. We have a daily collections and monthly collectors. So si début su daily yëpp defee seen payments yi. All the daily collectors when they do their payments. Then they am benn pending payment bu dee ñëw kooku daf dee liggéey guddi. Night collector. We have one pending who used to come at night and he's a night collector. So si suba si la dee fay si. He used to pay in the morning. So kooku su ñëwee si suba si lañ dee dajale xaalis bi. Whenever he came in the morning, that is the time we got all the monies. Then ñu dem bank and go for banking. While banking bi ñaari slip la dee nekk. But the banking supposed to always be two slips. Benn pour daily revenue bi. The other slip is for the daily revenue. And for the rent monthly. And for the rent monthly revenue. So ñaari slip la dee am every day. Or su fekkee ne ki monthly amul benn rek la dee yóbbu. Every month I have, every day I have two banking slips. But if at all the monthly bank didn't come, then I have to go with one.
Which bank?
Then about bank la. Time we trust bank. At that time it was trust bank. Because every year then they change bank. No, because every year we do change a bank.
So it's only trust bank.
Then a trust bank right now. 2018, yes. Yes, 2018.
Now we know sometimes you'll have money in your possession.
Nee na xam nañ ne am na jamono
days.
jamono xam yoo xam ne danga di amee xaalis wala xaalis rek day nekk si yow lu dem ba fukki fan.
Why would you have money in your possession for that long?
Nee na lu tax xaalis bi nekk sa loxo ba jamono boobu lu dem ba fukki fan. Man suma jamono loolu amut. At my time that have never happened.
What is the most period you will hold the revenue for?
Nee na kon xaalis ñaata nga ko dee ñaata at fan nga ko dee am. Benn fan only 1 day.
1 day.
1 day. Wow.
Okay. All right. That's all for this witness. Madam Chair, we will call Mr. Call and verify some of the information because they have his books of accounts going by the evidence of the witness.
Mr. Call, do you have the entries as a cashier?
So,
Mr. Saul, sorry. I beg your
Mr. Song, I'm going entry. Come cashier, I'm entry. Cash book like I'm on.
cash book, you have the cash book.
I have a cash book. We will have a cash book. We have a cash book.
So please provide us the cash book you had as the cashier at the time.
2018.
Yes.
Nee na léegi cash book boobu la soxla bi nga xam ne yaa ngi ko amee woon bi nga nekkoon cashier 28 jóge ko 2018. Waaw.
During the period you served as cashier.
Nee na mooy jamono bi nga xam ne yaa ngi foofu ko be cashier bi nga doole ba bi nga génne cash book yooyu la soxla.
Madam Chair, the witness said he handed over the cash book. You interpret?
Very well. Nee na yow moom lu nga wax yow li nga waxoon fii de nee na yow wax nga ne sa cash book boobu noonu bi nga amee woon da nga ko dal di ko jox.
Yeah, he handed over to Yasin.
Yasin mi nga xam ne to Umi Jaan instead of
Jaan.
Umi Jaan.
And that he was suspended.
Yeah, na jamono bu dal di la suspend.
And when he was suspended, he traveled to Qatar.
Nee na bu ñu la suspend si jamono boobu nga di tukki dem fu ñu.
Is that your evidence?
Nee na daal loolu mooy sa kàddu. Waa di buñ ma 2018 man maa ngi 2021 happens the time I was suspended and the time I traveled there was different interval because I was suspended
Understand? I just
2018 and I traveled in 2021. Ba tey si suspension boobu laa nekk and still date I am on that suspension.
for the issue. We are saying from 2018, you no longer you hand it over. You said in your own evidence.
Nee na lu mooy wax ni sa kàddu la nga fee yow sa bopp yaa ko wax ne ati 2018 boobu la ñu la suspend bu ñu la suspend si at boobu jamono boobu nga jël buuk bi xaanoo na ko ki nga xam ne moom moo nekkoon di jël sa place muy Umi. Waaw xaanoo woon naa ko cash books xaanoo woon naa ko GTR ak bank slips yëpp di cash book GTR payslips.
Thank you, Mr. Saul, for the clarity. Thank you, Council.
Okay.
Mr. Saul, you're discharged, but we will let you know when you're supposed to come back.
Nee na fu mu ne nii nañ la bàyyi waaye
Thank you for coming.
suñ la soxlaatee time moom lañ lay soxla nañ la yëgal dégg nga baax na jërëjëf sa ñëwaay
Mr. Bojan, please call in the next week.
dégg nga
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Can you speak into the mic, please? Can you speak into the mic? Welcome to this commission of inquiry into local government councils and related matters. Mr. Witness, in which language do you wish to make your testimony? In which language do you wish to make your testimony? In one. Mr. Boya, you can help me.
very well
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
nee na da nga bëgg a jël Quran bi nga waat wala da nga ikkati sa loxo nga waat
What do you want to do? Mr. Boya, can you make that clear for me? What does he want?
yow da ngaa déggal li ñuy wax ma ne ah nee na jullit nga ne waaw léegi mu laa laajte ban option nga jël ndax da ngaa jël Quran bi nga téye ko nga waat wala da nga ikkati sa loxo nga waat very well I'm ready to hold the Quran and take oath
Madam Witness, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Hold the Holy Quran.
téye ko sa loxo
Stand here, then hold the Holy Quran. And then repeat after me.
nee
I,
na lu mooy wax nga wax ko waxal man
Mustafa ABE Sar,
Mustapha ABE Sarr
do swear that
ma ngi waat ne
I'll speak the truth,
naa wax dëgga
the whole truth,
dëgga rek
and nothing but the truth.
duma wax dara lu dul dëgga
So help me God.
suma diggante yàlla
Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to for us to proceed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sar.
Sarr ñu ne ña xam bëccëg bi ñu ngi laa nuyu
mu ngi leen a fay.
alhamdulilah am fay
You're,
nee na ñu ngi laa doxale si commission bi
jërëjëf.
Council, we will proceed.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Sar.
Sarr mu ne naa naka bëccëg bi
Alhamdulillah, sant yàlla.
am fay
Please state your full name.
nee na sa tur ak sa sant
Mustafa ABE Sarr,
Mustapha ABE Sarr
What's your address?
boo dégga
Banjul 34 Lancaster Street.
Banjul 34 Lancaster Street.
Mr. Sar will require you to speak into the mic. It's loud, but not into the mic.
Nena dañu bëgg nu may waxee dama nga waxee dañuy dégg la te sooy wax nga wax si microphone bi pour ñu mën a laa dégg nga.
Okay.
What is your level of education?
Nena sa jànga bi foo door ak fan nga em.
Grade 9.
Grade 9.
Do you still work for BCC?
Nena ba léegi yaa ngi liggéey BCC.
Wow.
Yes.
Appointed?
Nena kañ lañ la jëloon liggéey.
2019.
2019.
How were you appointed?
Nena naka lañ la jëloon liggéey bi.
Well, dafa am kuma approach on concerning
Mr. Sar, please speak into the mic.
dafa am kuma waxoon ne ma pour ma apply.
Somebody told me to apply.
Who is this somebody?
Nena so ne am na ku ma wax mu ne koy kan.
Wow, fàtte naa exactly kan la de.
I cannot remember the name exactly.
Is he or she a member of the council?
Nena góor la wala jigéen la ta kooku bokk na si liggéeykati council.
Góor la.
Is a man.
A council member?
Nena mu ngi liggéey council.
Wow.
Yes.
Council member.
Yes, he was working for council.
What is the name?
Nena naka tuda.
Wow, dama fàtte exactly kan la.
I cannot remember exactly who was he.
What was his position?
Nena position bi mooy lan.
Come man as what or moom position am.
The person who informed you about the post.
Nena nga xam ne kooku moo la waxoon biir boobu ne liggéey am na foofu nena kooku lan mooy liggéey am.
Wow, moo tax ma ne dama fàtte exactly kan la woon.
I cannot remember who the person was.
Now, do you have your application letter?
Nena am nga sa application letter.
Application letter bi. No, man amoon di copy.
No, I don't have a copy.
But you've applied.
Yeah, I bind nga woon.
Apply on.
Yes, of which I did.
You can kindly note down that you have to produce a copy of your application letter.
Nena léegi nga def sa kattan pour nga gis ne ñu mun a am sa application letter.
Do you have your appointment letter?
Nena am nga sa appointment letter.
Waaw maa ngi ko amee.
Yes, I do.
Were you confirmed?
Nena am definitely la confirmation.
Wow.
Yes.
You have your confirmation with you?
Am nga sa confirmation letter.
Wow.
Yes, I do.
Now, you also be shown your statement. You remember making a statement?
Nena mba fàttaliku nga ne musu nga joxe statement fii si investigator bi.
Wow.
Yes, I do.
You'll be shown your statement. You kindly go through it, look at the details and
Nena léegi
signature.
danañ la woon sa statement boobu nga daldi ko seet soo ko ràññee nga wax ñu ndax boobu la wala déet ak sa signature bi.
Was that the statement you made with the investigators?
Nena mbaa bi sa statement la woon bi nga xam ne joxe nga ko si investigator si.
Li nga ma laaj leerul ak man de.
Mr. Saab, was that the statement you made with the
Nena
investigators?
that's a statement la wala déet.
Wow, moom lay gis.
This was the one that was obtained.
This is my statement from me. Yes, this is my statement.
Please, let's have the appointment letter, the confirmation letter.
Nena nañ am sa appointment ak confirmation.
Confirmation letter, please.
No, it seems I didn't. Foog naa issue ma boobu noonu.
I don't come along.
Which one of the documents?
Nena ban document nga wax ne waaye ban letter nga wax ne ñëw la
Information.
confirmation.
But you're sure you were confirmed.
Nena waaye gom nga ne dañ la confirm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can also note it down to provide the confirmation letter as well.
Nena boobu da nga bind ko pour nga bañ a fàtte pour nga isi ñëw sa confirmation.
Madam Chair, we apply to tender the statement of the witness, Mr. A.B.E. Sar, dated 6th day of December 2024, and letter of appointment as a revenue collector dated the 23rd January 2019. addressed to the witness, Mr. Mustafa ABE Sar, signed by the CEO, copied Lord Mayor, Admin Manager, Acting Director of Finance, Audit Manager, all into evidence and exhibit.
The statement of the witness dated the 6th of December 2024 and a letter dated the 23rd of January 2019 with reference to /BCC/P/18/S in brackets 163 addressed to Mustafa A.B. Isa, and it has the subject appointment as a revenue collector. It is signed by the CEO, just copied to the Lord Mayor, Admin Manager, Acting Director of Finance, Audit Manager, and a file copy is maintained. These two documents are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MABES/001.
As the commission pleases. Mr. Sar, you are a revenue collector. Could you tell the commission what type of revenue do you normally collect?
Nena wang ne yaw tamit revenue collector la. Na legi wale revenue yaw suban fat na revenue ne gondi collect.
Waaw ñun ñoo leen
Waxal ci kaw.
ñun ñoo nekk di collect si businessmen yi nekk si diggante Bokkul, Liman, Wellington, Hagan.
We were the people who used to collect from the businessmen within the streets of Hagan,
Liman
Street,
Wellington
Street,
so on so.
so and so.
And that zone,
Then
which zone is that?
Ban zone la.
Waaw loolu zone yi daanaka half day la gën a nekk.
That's zone, half that zone.
And how many of you were collecting trade license from that zone?
Then I am going to collect trade license in zone go.
Waaw dañ ko defaral day xaaj.
We used to divide ourselves, separate ourselves.
Okay. You in person, how many collection or how many businesses do you normally collect from?
Nena yaw nyata businessmen nga wala nyata business nga de dal di collect sen lempo.
No duy am number léegi parce que daf leen nekk open.
Mr. Sar,
Did not have numbers open.
Mr. Sar, again, please speak into the mic and louder.
Nena nga wasi magri mu leer nga wasi kaw tamit.
Now, do you have the assessment for the business or the zone you personally collect in?
Nena nda am nga assessment si place yoo xam ne wala ay bitig yoo xam ne yow foofu nga de lempo am nga assessment for.
Waaw léegi-léegi duy nekk ne comme dang de specialize si benn place.
Yes, but it doesn't mean that we are specialized in one place.
You rotate.
Nena da ngeen de rotate.
dañ dee mun a rotate waaw.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, how often do you go to internal audit for auditing?
Nena kaja nga de dem auditing si internal audit.
After your collection?
Bi nga jotee collection ba pare wala bi nga jëlee lépp ba pare.
Waaw ñun si collecté dañ dee dem si auditing.
Whenever you collect, we go for auditing.
And how often is this?
Nena léegi mooy kañ ak kañ.
Saa yoo amee collection rek.
Anytime you have collected.
Could it be every day or once a week or twice a week?
Nena bés bu nekk la wala ñaar si semaine wala ñetta yoon si semaine.
Non soo collecté normally soo closé na nga war a dem audit la.
Normally whenever you do collect and after collection when you close you are entitled to be audited.
Okay. Do you have your cash book from 2019 to 2023?
Nena sa cash book jóge ko 2019 ba 2023.
Well, man fi am ñaar because
Yes, I have to because
yeneen ñaar yi gisuma.
the other two, I don't see them.
The other two what?
There's nowhere to be found. I don't see them.
Where did you put these two books?
Nee na ñaar yooyu foo ko tegoon ñaari book yooyu.
Non, danga ko def faral day joxe. Yow
Are
di
you-
nekk sa loxo.
I used to give them whenever they are interested.
Okay. So which of the cash books are you having right?
Nara fu mu ne nii ñaata cash book yi nga amee ñàkkaaj bukka ñàkkaaj
2021, 2022.
2021 2022.
Where is your cash book for 2019 and 2020?
Ana sa cash book 2019 2020.
War naa nekk si office bi foofu.
It must be in the office. They are there.
Who did you give it to?
Nee na foo ko si kan nga ko joxoon.
Cash books yi dañ dee rotate.
The cash book do rotate.
Yes, but you will still know where it is at.
Nee na waaye ba léegi mun nga xam si kan la nekk.
Waaw, because daf dee mun a nekk accounts.
It could be in accounts.
But if you made a payment and you have to be resident, you will know where to locate your cash book.
Nee na waaye soo defee fay ñu jox la receipt. Yow xam nga fi ngay gis sa cash book.
Waaw, léegi-léegi da ngaa dem fii doo ko fa fekka.
Sometimes you cannot find it there. Doo ko fekk.
So how did you get your 2021 and 2022 books?
Nee na léegi 2021 ak 2022 boobu noo ko gisee wala noo ko amee woon.
Waaw, dama am ku ma laaj foofu noonu dama ne ko ma ne dama soxla sama books yi because dañ ma ko laaj.
Who did you ask?
Ask someone and I said to him that please can I be able to have access to my books because I was asked for it. Nee na kan nga laajte
Keba la.
one Keba.
Keba what?
Keba naka?
Non, xaw ma santam.
I don't know his name.
Which department is he at?
Nee na Keba ban department la nekk?
Accounts.
Accounts.
Now, what can you say about your this 2019 and 2020 cash book?
Nee na léegi loo am pour wax wala loo am pour wax si 2019 2020 cash book.
Because I believe it's in council.
Nee na te gom nañ ne mu ngi si council.
Waaw, fa la ma war a nekk.
Yes, it must be there.
And you have to produce it.
Nee na te war nga leen isi fii.
Inshallah.
Do you understand?
Nee na leer na.
Waaw, waaw, waaw.
Yes.
Go to every possible place that it should be, since you said there is no specific custody for these books.
Nee na bari comme yow sax wax nga ne amul benn place bi ngay wax ne fële lañ la nekk. Nee na léegi lu war mooy da nga dem def sa kattan ba mun a xam si kan la nekk pour nga jot ko.
And go to every possible department to make sure you get these books. You have to provide them to the community.
Nee na mooy pour nga dugg di génn par département si yëpp day mun a gis ne book yooyu teg nga salon si yow nga isi ko si commission bi fii.
Waaw, baax na inshallah.
That's great. I'll do that.
Okay, before we even move from that, when you understand that the book is nowhere to be seen, as you stated, did you complain to anyone?
Nee na balaa ñu romba foofu dafa bëgg nga leeral bi nga demee gisuloo ñaari book yooyu nee na ndax am nga fi ma dem nga wax ko yëgal ko ne waaye book yooyu gisuma leen.
Déedéet, jotuma ko complain.
No, I did not make a complaint.
And since when was this?
Nee na depuis kañ.
Mooy bi ma gaay ooyee fii nii.
Now, this is the time when I was called here
By the security.
at the security.
And this is in 2024.
Nee na lii mooy daaw 2024.
Dégguma la.
Daaw 2024.
Waaw, bi ma ooyee.
That's correct. Yes, when I was called.
From 2019, 2020, you did not look for your books
Nee na 2019 2020 booba nekkuloon di seet wala seetloo sa bopp.
until 2024.
Then until 2024.
Waaw, because gaay dañ ko dee amee foofu noonu.
Yes, they used to have them there.
Okay, you can note it down. The book you need to provide the books. Okay.
Nee na nga bind ko pour nga bañ a fàtte. Ne book yooyu tamit cash books yooyu tamit dafa war a ñëw tamit dañu war a gis.
Can we have the two cash books you're having?
Nee na ndax mën nañu am sa ñaari cash books yi nga waxee ne yaa ko amee.
Mr. Zah, we were made to understand that the collection begins for trade license in February. Your 2021 book starts in March. Do you have an explanation to that?
Nena ñun lu ñu xam mooy trade license mu ngeen dooree commencé weeri mooy février nena waaye yow sa book bi fu mu wootee mooy March la door nena ndax am nga lu ñu bëgg a leeral si loolu.
waaw mënuma fàttaliku exactly sax mu door March waaye li ma mun a wax mooy ñaareel suñ dee door liggéey dafa am ñu dee njëkk door so xëy na mun na am xëy na tellement door bu nekkal loolu.
I don't know exactly, and I can't remember exactly at what time or which month I started. But before, when they give you the work, before you start, you need to do something. But I can't tell exactly when did I start recording.
Yes, I am telling you, started recording in March.
Then I leave Mungla one then March 21 ko record. Mungla ya
Wow.
Yes.
Why?
Then a lot
moom laa wax ma ne xëy na am na ñu ma njëkk a door January February so su ma dooree March time boobu lay door liggéey.
As I said, maybe some people started before me because they start work March.
In 2021, you start working March.
Then I think 2021, March nga door liggéey.
In February, you were not working?
Then I went to February, nekk loo di liggéey wala.
waaw ñun suñ liggéey bi
Our work,
danga dee mun a xaar bañ la demal si field bi
you need to wait until you go to the field
then after yow nga soog a toppa tànk yu noonu.
so that you can follow them and know the know-how, how to do it.
I beg your pardon, what?
Then I love
dégguma la
mu ne li nga wax laa bëgg nga waat.
ma ne te la dee jiitu si field bi def invoice
They will first go to make the invoice.
then after yow nga soog a toppa seen tànk yi.
When after they prepare the invoice, then you follow them to start your collection.
Okay. Madam Chair, we apply to tender the witness cash book, Mustafa A.B. Sir, for the year 2021 and 2022 into evidence as an exhibit.
Now, Mr. Sa, we have been told by one of the collectors here from the council that generally the month of January is used for is used by the council for the service of demand notes. And after that, the collectors will go into the field. Is that general norm or is there an exception that some of you will wait till March to go to the field for collection? Or you do it individually at your own time and at your own pace?
Then am na ko xam ne moo la njëkk a fi waaye moom lu mu wax mooy dafa am li ngeen di liggéey mooy jóge ko January boobu dafa nekk loo xam ne dañoo dem di liggéey ay invoice nee na su ñooñu suñ paree ngeen daal di leen di toppa pour def seen collection bi nee na waaye moom si wane am bi moom dafa mel ni January la ñooñu di ko January bi ngeen leen def loolu da nga gis ne February ngeen doon seen collection bi waaye yow sa bos won na ne yow March nga doon di def collection bi léegi lu mooy laajte mooy ndaa yéen noonu ngeen ko dee liggéey waaye ku nekk wala dafa nekk ku nekk da nga am sa yoon ni nga koy liggéey.
waaw léegi mun nañoo teel a door waaye comme ni ma la ko waxee rek dañ dee jox ku nekk zone so suñ dooree sa zone yow mun ngaa door dat January suñ dooree keneen February mun naa door February si keneen March mun naa door March so ku nekk time muñ door sa zone rek si nga dee mun a dem.
As I said earlier on, each of us are given a zone, so it depends the time they did this assessment to you. So whenever they did, if they did in February, January, then we'll start in February. If it is done in February in your zone, then you will start work in March.
Mrs. Sir, you for 2022, when did you start your collection?
Then I think it kind of sa collection.
Munuma fàttali ko exactly.
I cannot remember exactly.
Waaye normally
But normally,
suñ invoice sa zone bi nga nekk rek.
when your zone is invoiced already,
So I just wanted to know when you started your collection in 2020. You told us in 2021 you started in March. So I just wanted to know when you started in 2022. If you cannot recall, that is okay. Let me admit.
sa collection bi si ati 2022 parce que wanga ne ati 2021 March ka do nena waaye des na tamit de su fekkee ne mënuloo fàttali ko nga wax la
non mënuma fàttali.
I cannot remember.
The cash book for trade license maintained by Mustafa APE Sir, a collector, who is the witness. This cash book, he started entry on the 29th of March 2021. The cash book for 2022, maintained by the witness, Mustafa Ibn Isa, for trade license. He commenced entry into this cash book on the 22nd of February 2022. These two cash books are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LBC/BCC/MABES/002.
As the commission pleases. Mr. Saab, when you do your revenue collections, what do you do with the revenue that you collected?
ñu na léegi soo demee sa liggéey ci ci bi nga daal di def sa collection bi ñu fay si xaalis bi nga xam ne fay ne ko sa loxo yow xaalis boobu noo ko dee def.
danga ko dee war a yóbbu council.
I used to take it to council.
And do you always do this?
nee naa waxtu bu nekk nii nga dee defee da ko dee yóbbu foofu.
dafa war a dem council.
It must be taken to council.
And were you doing that?
nee naa ndaa yaa ngi woon di def loolu.
Well, am na jamono bu ma ko doon def.
Yes, there was a time I was doing that.
And there was a time you were not doing it.
nee na am na jamono yi nga xam ne tamit nekkuloo di def loolu.
Wow.
Yes.
And why were you doing that?
nee na lu taxalu ngay def loolu. defloo woon loolu jamono yi.
waaw dafa am si yi ma nekkoon.
I was on something.
Okay, just to be clear on the period I am talking about in 2021, 2022.
nee na dafa bëgg pour nga leeral jamono bi nga xam ne def nga ko woon ak defloo ko woon nee na ndaa 2021 wala 2022.
no loolu mu ngi xew
2021, 2022, you suppressed the sum of 324,000.
nee na soo ko seetee jógee ko 2021 ba 2022 nee na am na xaalis bi nga xam ne bu manqué sa loxo dem na ba
$24,000.
$24,000.
Wow, auditors wax nañ loolu.
Yes.
Mr. Louder again, please, into the mic.
It was said by the auditors.
Auditors wax nañ loolu.
The auditors have said that.
Yeah, so why were you suppressing the amount?
nee na lu taxoon xaalis bi di manqué.
Time boobu dama ko use woon.
At that time, I used the monies.
And you just earlier mentioned that you're supposed to take it to the cashier.
nee na te wax nga ko woon fi bu yàggut ne xaalis bi nga xam ne fay nañ ko sa loxo da nga ko waroon a yóbbu si cashier.
Wow.
Yes.
So when you did not take it to the cashier, which means you were not audited during those time.
nee na jamono bi nga xam ne xaalis bi yóbbuloo ko si cashier bi dafa mel ni jamono boobu kenn auditu la woon.
Déedéet.
No.
And was that frequently done by collectors?
nee na ndaa yéen collecteurs yi loolu ngeen dee def.
non mënuma wax si boobu. xaw
I cannot answer that.
I beg your pardon?
I cannot answer that.
You were not taking the collection money to the cashier.
nee na yow nekkuloon di yóbbu xaalis bi si cashier.
There was am na time boo xam ne moo ngi doon def loolu.
Yes, as I said, there was a time that I was not
Now,
doing that.
now why are you the only one doing this?
Nenda yow kenn yaa nekkoon di def ni.
No, xaw ma nag gaañ ko doon def nag.
I don't know others.
But yours is clear.
Nena waaye sa bos moom leer na.
Of course, yes.
Of course, yes.
And what I want to understand, or what the commissioners will want to know is this 324,000, was it a one-time collection or it was done in bits and pieces?
Nena lu mu bugga pour nga leeral ñu fii mooy $324,000. Ndaa xaalis boobu benn yoon la wala dafa nekkoon ay yoon yu néewi.
No, du benn yoon.
No, not at once.
It's an accumulation of different times.
Nena dafa mel ni ay jamono yu bokkut.
Wow.
Yes.
Then which means you're used to doing this.
Nena kon dafa mel ni loolu moom sa tool la danga mi di def loolu.
Ci 2022 bi def naa loolu.
Yes, in the year 2022 I did so.
And in year 2021 as well.
Nena 2021 tamit def nga ko.
I don't
think I did that in 2021.
Yes, it's in 2021, 2022.
Mu ne waaw depuis 2021 ba 2022.
Waaw su ma gisee evidence moom snap waaye fooguma ne def naa ko 2021.
Yes, if I think evidence, but I don't think I did that in 2021.
The evidence was shown to you by the investigators and by the auditors, as you earlier mentioned that you were confronted by the audit.
Then evidence bi moom isi nañ la ko te leer na te yow sa bopp wax nga ko auditors yi dañ la ko isi te tamit investigators yi fa nekk yëgal nañ la ko.
Wow, man auditors bu ñëwee.
Yes, when the auditors came.
Man 240 la xamoon ne moom.
I knew at the time it's 240.
Then bu ma ko bëggee man ko doon laaj waaju ne ko naka la nekkee 324.
I was asking him how does it come to this amount 324?
Ndeke dafa fall si 2021 te man xaw ma ne fall na si 2021.
It happens that it have fallen in the year 2021, of which I never knew.
Mr. Saab, you will not know the actual amount because you're fond of doing or suppressing cash or using it for your personal stuff.
Nena doo mën a xam njëg bi fu mu toll parce que loo xam ne yoon bi nga miin la léeg-léeg nga tiba ca waxal fële nga tiba ca waxal fële doo mën a xam ñaata la te doo mën a xam naka la woon.
Wow, no, man, no, note down.
Yes, I was noting it down.
Now, what did you use this money for?
Nena xaalis bi foo ko dugal.
Oh, dama amoon ay soxla yu taxawoon.
I have
different soxla.
Emergencies issues that were
what, sir?
That were needed to be
solved. That were urgent.
Needed to be solved.
Needed to be solved. Mr. Sir, on whose permission did you use this funds?
Nena si digal kan mo la joon digal pour nga mëna doxal xaalis.
Kenn joxuma ko.
None. Nobody.
And you know that was wrong.
Nena te yow sa boppa yëg nga ne lii du yoon àndut ak mbir mi.
Dégguma la.
Nena yow sa boppa xam nga woon ne li nga nekkoon di def du yoon jubut.
Dëgg la.
Yes, that's true.
Now, did you pay this 324,000?
Nena laajte bi léegi mooy xaalis boobu mooy 324,000 nga fay nga ko woon.
No, am na lu ma si jot a fayagu.
Yes, I have just started paying. I paid some amount.
You took this money, 324,000 from year 2021, 2022.
Nena xaalis bi nga xam ne def na ba 324,000 nena jël nga ko si ati 2021 ak ati 2022 si ñaari at yooyu.
Up to the time of December 2024.
Nena ba December bu mu amee juróom-benn fan 2024 mooy daaw.
You still haven't paid the 324,000.
Nena ba daaw keroog xaalis bi nga xam ne mooy 324,000 fayloo ko woon.
So far, how much did you pay out of this 324,000?
Léegi wax nga ne am nga li nga doog di fay nena léegi ñaata nga fay si xaalis bi nga xam ne boobu nga amee bi. dem na ba 324,000 yow ñaata nga fay ci boobu wala ñaata nga dugal
25,000.
25,000
On whose agreement?
nee na si yaakaar naa waxtaan ba mu nangu pour nga fay ko
waaw dama
kan moo la jox ndigal pour nga fay 24,000 dama 25,000
dama dem si CEO bi
I went to the CEO
président CEO bi
the present CEO
ma ne ko man dama bëggoon a fay xaalis bi
I said to him that I want to pay this money
mu ne ma waa baax na
he agreed to say yes that's good
Mr. Sir, before mentioning that,
nee na bala nga àgga foofu
you personally went to the CEO to tell him you want to pay the money, but council did not ask you to pay the money.
nee na yow sa boppa yaa jóg nga dem si CEO bi daal di ko yëgal ne sa ine mooy pour fay xaalis bi nee na waaye council ñoom wax nga pour nga delloo xaalis jàpp
council binoon nañ ma pour affaire yi fay xaalis bi
yes I was written by council about the payment of these said monies
Do you have the letter?
nee na yaa ngi amee letter boobu
dama ko misplace
misplaced the said letter
Now you can note it down. You can go back to council and get a copy of that letter.
nee na binde ko soo demee nga daal di delloo si council soo leen waxee ñoom dinañ nga jox copie bi nga isi wale
When did you go to the CEO to inform him that you want to pay off the 25,000?
nee na kañ nga demoon si CEO bi pour yëgal ko ne sa ine mooy fi delloo xaalis bi fay 25,000
man sa boppa bu ñu waxee bindee letter bi dama leen reply yoon ne leen mun naa di fay every month $2,000 du ko dugal
when I was written by council I did reply to them by saying that I will be paying to council 2,000 a month per month
Where is the letter? Where's the response letter?
nee na ana sa letter boobu bi nga tontu
gis ma copy bi
I don't see it.
maa ngi ko amee woon ba mun naa ko
I was having it but I know I don't see it but possibly I'm having
You can also note that down
dana bindal loolu tamit pour nga bañ a fàtte
and you provide that letter as well.
pour nga isi ñu letter boobu
Now, before your meeting with Mr. Bachelet regarding the repayment, I'll take you back on your statement, the first page, the last paragraph.
nee na balaa nga demoon si CEO bi mooy Mr. Pachey nee na balaa foofa moom dina la delloo gannaaw si sa statement bi nga xam ne wax nga ko si ñaareel paragraphe
Mr. Sir, before I read that out to you, can you read an
Yeah.
all right?
nee na balaa mu jàngal nga loolu daf lay laajte daa kayit suñu la bindee ñu jox la ko mun nga ko jàng
mun naa koo téye
Can you read?
yeah wow.
yes
Okay. You'll be giving your statement. You can kindly go to first page, last paragraph.
nee na léegi dinañ la jox sa statement a dem si kayit bu njëkk bi si last paragraphe bu fa nekk
Line 3.
mooy line 3
Where it says the line that says that I made using GTR 117. After that, the paragraph that begins with the line that begins with I never submitted the cash. Can you read that out?
nee na nga jàng ko si kaw line bi nga xam ne wax nga foofu ne yow musuloo yóbbu xaalis bi pour submit ko
I never submitted the cash collected.
Yeah, you can read, please. Mr. Zahar?
Yes.
Yes, you can read that out. I never submitted the cash collected.
Sorry, man.
Mr. Sar, you have been told to read that particular line to the end. Are you having a challenge to understand what you have said in your statement?
Nena hana daga dia kurumuna uranya wala hamlinga bindon si kay visa statement.
The is in line.
Yes, you can start reading from the first paragraph.
Nena nga dot
Sentence.
sentence nga dot for.
Yes.
On the issue of missing collecting totaling the 300,000.
No, please read it correctly as it is stated in the statement.
On the issue of missing collecting totaling $324,000 is query by National Audit Report of 2021-2022. I can confirm that these are cash collections that I made using GTR 117125 to 117150 in 2022. However, I never submitted the cash collected to the cashier of the council as I was using the money for personal matters. I recall the same. I recall that some family members in abroad wanted to support me financially. As a result, I decided to use my cash collection to solve my problems and wanted to refund the monies later. I understand the GTR book 117125/117150 was queried to have cotton loss, but it was never lost because I kept it. I kept the book with me.
That's no, that's okay. Now, you've made mention of family members supporting you financially. That's why you use the cash collection in order to refund it.
Nena wakane fines amna nyom sabo kay wala nyom sa diyan nga hapne diyan de japane dila le support. Limo ta nga doon has bi pour nga gis ne ñooñu suñu la jàppale nga dal di delloo.
Wow.
Yes.
So, is that what you do all the time? You use the cash you collected when your relatives send you money, then you refund them the monies that you use?
Nena kon dafa mel ni loolu yoon la bi nga xam ne nga ko toujours soo amee defo da ngay jël xaalis defo di ko lekk wala di ko dugal sa soxla pour sa mbokk yi suñu la yónnee xaalis nga dal di ko delloo.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Now we can move to where you were explaining that you approached the current CEO, Mr. Bacheli, regarding the repayment.
Nena léegi du def dara lu dul delloo si sa kàddu bi fi ñu emoon mooy yow sa bopp wax nga woon ne dem nga woon si CEO Bachili pour wax ko ne bëgg nga pour fay xaalis bi.
Do Mr. Bachili, present CEO bi.
It's not Mr. Bachili, it's the present CEO.
Okay, what's his name?
Nena kooku nu mu tudda
Mr. Jonga.
Mr. Jonga.
Okay.
Ma dem mit ko ne ko dama bëggoon a fay door di try di fay affaire xaalis bele.
Yes, as I said, I went and approached him to say, now I want to pay the monies.
Mu ne ma loolu baax na mu ne ma demal si Cha.
He said to me, yes, that is good. You can go to Cha.
Who's Cham?
Then I saw the Cha Moikan.
Cham, for now, more acting finance.
I think he was the acting finance director.
Okay. So when you went there, what did you do?
Then more coach see without a for after payment being very high pay.
I then said to him that I was talking to CEO and I informed him of my readiness to pay the monies.
Okay, now how did you pay this 25,000? Was it based on your first proposal as to 2,000 deduction from your salary, or this was a one-time payment?
Nena léegi xaalis boobu bi nga wax ne dugal nga ko du demee ñaari fukk ak juróom junni. Nena halis bobu no ko fe won da 2000 pinga wahene da ko fe halis bu ne wer bu ne da halis bu dan ko am 25,000 bi rek si benn waxtu nga ñu fe.
Well, man ma amon sama 20,000.
Yes, I had $20,000.
Then ma amon benen 5,000.
After I had another 5,000,
On the deposit.
I went and made a deposit.
Where did you deposit this one, 25,000?
Then at 25,000 before go deposit,
Account number bu ma cham joxon.
the account number that was given to me by Mr. Chow.
Before you leave, you can give the account number to the registrar of the commission.
Then bala nga joge fi nga def sa katan nga jo Mr. Camera account number bi dega.
But do you have the receipts with you?
Then sa receipt yo am ya ko amé.
Payment receipt.
Yes,
Payment
for the
receipt.
20 and for the 5.
Mo 25,000 for 20 and 5 da am nga ya nga receipt am.
Man ko amé.
Yes, I do.
You have them here with you?
Then ya ko amé fi wala?
Man ko amé waaw.
Yes,
Can you please provide the receipts?
then I go said another receipt.
Shall we apply to tender two receipts from the witness? A deposit of 20,000 into a trust bank account of Banjul City Council, dated the 11th day of October 2024, and receipt of payment of 5,000 to Banjul City Council, Austin. Okay, Banjul City Council account, dated the 24th day of October 2024, into evidence as an exhibit.
Transaction receipt, which is a cash deposit into Trust Bank. The account name is Banjul City Council Ostend, and the amount is 20,000. This is dated the 11th of October 2024. And the second transaction receipt is a cash deposit to the Trust Bank account, which has the account name Banjul City Council Stand, for the sum of 5,000. And this is deposited on the 20. On the 24th of October 2024. These two receipts are admitted in evidence together as exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MABES/003.
Ask the Commission, please. Mr. Sar, have you applied for leave of absence? Mr. Boja, please.
Yes.
Let me repeat the question. Mr. Sar, have you ever applied for leave of absence?
Ako po, then na post na apply leave of absence.
Yes.
Yes.
When was this?
Then ali kanya
I think March. March.
Use of mine.
March.
It was in the month of March.
For how long?
Then Lola, how long?
1 year.
1 year.
And were you paid during this period?
Then I see Jamano na finang na.
Wow.
Yes.
Why did you take the leave of absence?
Then look ang leave of absence.
Namawala na ng contest elections.
Nangawaran na.
Contest.
I wanted to go to contest.
Mrs. Sar, can you please repeat what you just said?
Nena punga lera lo ako.
Namawala na ng election. Contest.
I wanted to go to contest an election.
Thank you. And for this 1 year period, you've been paid for leave of absence with full salary?
Nena the win ako fe na ko fe full salary.
Did it?
No.
How were you paid?
Akala nila fe
6 months or 7.
6 or 7.
You've been paid for 6 full months salary.
Nena dañ la fe 6 full months salary.
It was 6 straight months. 8 months.
Full salary.
Yes, 6 months full salary.
And when did you resume work?
Nena kañ nga delo ci liggéey bi?
Kuma waroon a dellu dama bindoon pour dellu si liggéey bi.
When did you
Well,
write?
I wanted to go back to work. I wrote to them. Want to go to return to work.
Then ma jox Mr. Camara.
Then the letter I gave it to Mr. Kamara.
And after xam naa ne dëkkee deliver wu letter bi.
But after I realized that it's not the
But you have your statement that after 2 months after 2 months of the leave, while you continue receiving your full salary, that's when your manager, Mr. Pamonado, suggested that you should write to the management.
then I was just statement bi li nga wax foofu ne ne bi nga jëlee li boobu ba pare dem na ba ñaari weer yaa ngi jot salary ak mu dal di la binda ne na war nga binda management pour ñëw lu xew.
Déedéet. Dafa ma advice ne ma boy yaa ngi jël leave 1 year.
He advised me to say, boy, you have taken leave for 1 year.
Léegi li nga doon nekk passé na.
And the work you were doing that is over.
Ten mun nga bindaat nga ñëwaat door sa liggéey moo gën nga toog.
And you can ride back to come to work.
Now, when did you resume working at council?
Then I can't get the liggéey bi ci council.
Ma foogoon na dama toog noonu ndekete lettre bi demul. Mr. Camara demul.
First question.
Mu ne fii lu wax.
Back to work.
Lu wax fii mooy suñ la laajtee lu nga laajtee. Nga dégg ko loolu nga war a toog.
When did you return?
Nee na laajte bi mooy kañ nga delloo liggéey bi.
ba tey delluwuma liggéey.
To now, I don't return.
Now, which year did you take this leave of absence?
Nee na ban at nga jëloo leave of absence?
2023.
This was 2023.
All of 2023?
Nee na at bi yëpp 2023 bi yëpp liggéey
2023 now.
No.
Till date.
to date.
All right. So just to reconfirm, were you receiving your full salary from January 1st to January 31st, December 2023?
Yes.
At 2023, jógee ko January 1st to December 31st. yaa ngi di jël salary.
January 2023. Wow.
Yes.
So it is incorrect when you said you had your full salary for just 6 months.
Dina kon li nga wax loolu taxawut wala loolu amut bi nga waxee ne fii yow juróom-benn weer rek lañ la fay salary.
Understand my question, Bobo.
I don't understand the question.
But let me just repeat myself.
Dina léegi xaaral
For you to reconfirm,
understand.
I have asked you whether you have been receiving your full salary from January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2023.
Nena lu mu la laajte léegi bu yàggut mu ne ati 2023 jógee ko January bu amee benn fan ba keroog bu at bi jee December bu mu amee fanweeri fan ak benn nee na kon at boobu noonu yaa ngi yow di jël salary.
Wow.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
Thank you. Yes. Council.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I guess it's a convenient point to stop. I've been alerted by the controller that it's time for break.
So, Mr. Saad, we will continue when you come back after the break.
Nee na fi la taxaw waaye dinañ delluwaat suñu pare su break bi jee.
We may